Hello and welcome to this short walk around of a special car adjuster. This is a 1977 Cadillac Coupe Deville. I believe it is a C body and it's the first year of downsizing. So the 1976 was the first year of 77. I'm not off the top of my head. So let's take a look at the car. So as you can see, the door is unbelievably wide. There is quite a bit of space in the back. And you've got a full 3-person front bench seat. Let's have a little sit inside. We have got a lot of kit going on in here for 1977. We have manually adjustable mirrors, although we got a knob there for one mirror, and we got another knob here for another mirror. Electronic climate control, a automatic antenna, which is rather nice. Electric seats, and if we look over here, we've got electric windows. We have rather nice puddle/marker lamps. And we obviously have a 3-speed, I think it's a GM 400 transmission, mated to the back of this 425 cubic inch 7-litre V8. Now, if we have a look down here, this is a rather cool feature. So this is a removable bin. You can literally sort of fill this up with your rubbish, pull it like so, take it off, empty it, and then put it back, and you've got something else again for putting your rubbish into, which is rather nice. There we go. That's back in. No, it's not quite back in. To do it with one hand is always interesting. There we go. It's got the original mats with the Cadillac crest, and this is the original crest that has the little ducks on it. Those ducks were removed in, I think, 2001 or 2, just after a rather disastrous launch campaign for the Vauxhall Omega based Cadillac Catera, the Cadillac Zigs apparently, and they had the duck from the crest speaking in all of the commercials. It was a bit of a strange campaign, to be honest with you, but anyway. So we have Twilight Sentinel, which is basically automatic headlights. Got rather nice wood trim here, taken straight from the tree of simulation. We've got a wiper delay, which is pretty cool. Something that you sort of only typically sort of saw in Japanese cars of this era. And you can't really see it, but this little strip along here contains the various warning lights. Gauge wise, you have a fuel gauge, a clock that is right twice a day because it unfortunately no longer works, a speedo, and something to tell you what gear you're in. And obviously this is the traditional American gear selector, and you've got the traditional American style key barrel. Key goes in, away you go. Take a look at the outside. We've got the Landau top, apparently named after the famous actor Martin Landau. Obviously it isn't, but anyway. Nice little Coupe Deville script, side markers. Side markers on the front, and these, which are cornering lights. 5 1-hour bumpers. Little telltale signs that each of the lights are working. So if all 3 of these are lit up, then all lights are working. If one of them isn't, then you've got a bulb out. So that's a rather nice little feature. Got your Cadillac crest, completely spoiler. Not from the factory, obviously. And you've got the later front end. So earlier years had, well, were actually a different size. They were about a foot longer. but they had varying different front ends throughout the 70s and a different range of engines, all based on the same Cadillac V8, but you could get up to a 500 cubic inch option, which was 8.2 litres, which was insane. Fueling wise, this is fed by a Banks of Rochester car quadrijet, as a lot of GM stuff was at this particular time. Basically, if you don't know, quadrijet is a carburettor which has 4 barrels. You have 2 primary barrels, which are quite small and designed for hard throttle efficient running. And then you have 2 larger barrels, known as the secondaries, which come in after a particular RPM and provide you with a lot of extra fuel for extra performance and overtaking capabilities. Interior wise, again, we've got the rather nice cream leather interior, complete with these rather fancy red sort of burgundy seat belts, very of its time. Obviously more inverted commas wood here, straight from the forest of imitation, and just a lot of space. Trunk wise or boot wise, there is a huge amount of space, a space saver tyre which you actually need to pump up, and like a lot of American cars of this era, you actually jack the car up from under the bumper on either side. As with a lot of American cars, we have cigar lighters and ashtrays for each passenger. A nice little option there. We have one in the centre, which is just below the climate control. One over on that door, and this door. Not one here because we have obviously the central locking controls and the seat controls, and a couple of other bits and pieces as well. So mirror, seats, windows for both sides. So this is the 1977 Cadillac Coupe Deville. Probably one of my favourite cars of all time, because it is just ridiculous. And there you go. Anyway, thank you very much for watching.